Is it? Wait. Okay.
So close your eyes, for that's a lovely way to be. Aware of things your heart alone was meant to see. The fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together. You can't deny. Don't try to fight the rising sea. Don't fight the moon, the stars above. Don't fight me. Fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together. When I saw you first, the time was 3:30. When your eyes met mine, it was eternity. By now we know the wave is on its way to be. Just catch the wave, don't be afraid of loving me. Fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together.
What up, y'all? We are live. This is Soundbooth Theater Live. Thanks for coming to hang out with us today.
Yeah.
We have a relatively short show, so that's why we decided to start off with a little bit of noodling there. Wave. Okay, so who was it that wrote the tune, though? I don't think Jobeam wrote it.
Oh, really?
No? Really? Hang on. We got
I know
all
I know
the jazz
Jobeam
hands have to look it up.
popularized it. I don't know.
Hang on. Let's see. I
Matt's
thought it was
already on it.
him.
It's Wave.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was him.
I'm telling them. I'm telling them it's.
I put my
I don't
cat
know.
in the frame tonight too.
I
Oh, good.
see.
Yeah.
It's
Aw.
Very
Joy.
important.
Yeah.
Well, he
So
can't get into
we
show. You
have,
got to get him used to show business now, right?
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a shorter show for you guys today, or a bit less organized. We don't have a Pirates of New Fantasia, unfortunately, but we still have our cinema segment. We still have news coming up in just a second. We still have a little bit of a TED Talk to do for you guys because we're very smart people who have important things to say.
Yeah.
And also, we may play a game. What did we settle on a game?
Well, it was a toss up between making ChatGPT write something for you guys to read and playing AI Dungeon and letting another AI, do another kind of thing.
I've kind of not had enough of the ChatGPT game. So I think today what we'll do is we'll be watching the chat. We'll be asking from the chat for some prompts for ChatGPT.
Oh, that's a good one.
You guys can be as elaborate as you want to be. Probably the more elaborate, the more interesting we're going to get. Mm-hmm. But by the time we get to that segment of the show, we'll have hopefully a lot of different requests from people. And you guys help me remember to remind people for more to give us more prompts to use. Yeah, relatively short. I think we'll probably go for an hour today or something like that. But before we get started on anything else, the news.
That was a really bad impersonation.
Where's
of
that
the news.
sound?
Wait,
Ahmed's desperately
my button's
trying
not
to
working.
Pull it up. Poor Ahmed. Oh, wait.
Yeah, your cup. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank goodness.
She
for
got
that.
it. She got it.
Yeah,
Thank
there we
goodness
go.
for that.
All
Keep
right.
it up. Keep it going. I wouldn't have
That was
stopped.
close. We almost didn't have a news alarm sound.
Oh no.
All right. So, first of all, now today's cinema is Megan,
Megan.
the movie that we're doing, and we picked Megan because it is pretty much the exact same story as Small Chests Are Fine Too.
Exactly.
Exact.
much.
Oh, is that right? I don't know. I don't think
No,
Megan went to
no,
the
it's
moon,
not.
did she?
Probably not anything like SCAFT, but it does involve a metal golem girl. both of them.
Yes, that's that,
Okay.
and that's probably where the similarities end.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the
Yep.
only thing.
Oh.
But yeah, the next episode of SCAFT, episode 6, releases tomorrow. Very excited for that. Already, we've been kind of like ahead of schedule getting that produced, so we're really happy with it. Richard Smith has been doing sound effects solo. Well, actually, no, he's being aided by Augustine now, right? With
Yes.
ambiences?
The team's working
But
together.
mainly it's been Richard Smith at the helm of the sound effects in this project, and he's been doing a fantastic job. So big ups to you, Richard Smith. He's not here right now, but he's usually
here
here
he
in the back. In the back.
He's usually here. The one day that he's not here, that's when he gets the big ups
Right.
from.
No,
Right, so no one tell him, please.
Richard.
All right, so yeah, so SCAFT episode 6, that's tomorrow. Episode 7 is 2 weeks after that, and that will be the last episode of SCAFT. So really, I mean, like, I have gotten into the habit of listening to full episodes as they release as well. So I'm like following right along with you guys. Really excited about it. And I'm just generally so happy with how our cinematic audio has been progressing and evolving. We're just getting better and better at it. So what else is in the news lately? We have the Adventures of Sherlock short story series that got started a little, 3 weeks ago?
Maybe like, what, 6? Well, yeah, 5 maybe.
5 weeks ago. So we have 2 episodes.
4 or 5.
Jason?
We've got 2, and the third one is coming up this coming
Okay.
Tuesday.
So next Tuesday is the next Sherlock. There will be 3, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break on it. I'm not sure how long, but go scoop it up, guys. It's free. We have the first episode is narrated by Justin Thomas James. The second one is Gary Furlong, and is it Emma Kate on the third
Emma
one?
Kate.
Emma Kate Starling will be our third Sherlock narrator. So be sure to go grab those, guys. It's free and it's fun. I mean, Sherlock Holmes is always a good time. And I'm really happy that our crew is like picking it up and, wanting to do these themselves.
I have to say, the last one Gary's read is just, I can barely understand it. Like, it
What?
is so English.
Oh, come
So
on.
English.
Aw, man.
No, well, no, not
Seriously?
not barely. But I just mean to say, he does such an extraordinary job. He reads that like it's a newspaper in
Well,
the
I mean,
1800s.
he is
like
from
it's
the UK, so.
agreed, but I mean,
Yeah.
whew. Like when you
Yeah,
listen
well-
to that, his performance is very like, it's in there, it's in that pocket. Like it just feels very very old and authentic. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, something that I found funny, and I can't remember the phrases off the top of my head, but I'm running into some phrases that in today's time have really nasty double meanings. So it's kind of, it's like, oh, okay.
Wait, can you share one? Can you?
I don't remember it off the top of my head, but
Oh,
it was like, oh wow, we would totally not talk that way today because it
Yeah,
would mean something completely different.
One of my favorite words of that ilk is boner. I don't know if you guys knew this, but
I love boner.
The word boner used to be used as a mistake, like
Right.
an oopsie.
Yeah.
There's an
It's
entire
interesting.
Boner comic. There's an entire issue of Batman with the Joker, and it's like his boner. It's his boner day. And it's,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
amazing.
That's
Yeah,
so
but
funny.
also
guys-
there's the name Boner, right?
Mhm.
Like Bohner, Boner, right?
Yes,
like
that's
it's
true.
just
there
a
are
name.
unfortunate gentlemen and ladies out there.
But yeah,
with
but
that
Boner,
There was
man.
a guy in my high school named Seaman.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
no, poor
I
guy.
just do it.
You know,
So there was a
Poor guy,
kid
poor guy.
that one of my friends went to school with. His name was Shahid, right? Which is like an Indian name, Shahid.
Oh, no.
But it's spelled
oh no,
shithead.
Oh, that poor guy. Oh no, he suffered.
You had to change the spelling, right? You gotta
had
do
to.
something. You
You
gotta.
had to at least
Gotta.
replace an A with an E.
Yeah, my friend couldn't believe
That's
it.
not.
He's like,
I don't know. That wouldn't help that much though. it wouldn't help that much. People would pick it up.
Any distance,
Shithead.
distance you could put between you and shithead, you're gonna.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Just change your name.
SHATHEED would, I think, do it. Shatheed.
Yeah,
Would be
Shah-
more likely to
Shatheed.
Shatheed.
Yes, then that sounds exotic.
Yeah. There we go.
It's like,
there we go.
I will have tea with Shahid at midnight.
Oh gosh, did you see the comment?
Jack off.
That's from
One
my
of the
high school. Jack
off.
Wow.
I used to say when I
mean-
was working at the bank, I had a customer. His last name was Butt. His name was Henry Butt, but he wouldn't say Butt. He would say Butt. He
Butt?
was a little guy. And he had a little voice, and he would say
Oh
Butt.
no.
Butt.
So-
Butt.
So this
Not
person,
Butt.
this
Butt.
person who named their child Jack, full well knowing what their own last name was.
I know. Yeah. No, the
You
Americans,
know
you can't.
They
no,
were laughing
No excuse. Yeah.
when they named their child.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
They're like,
The
all right,
Americans have
we'll
no
name him
excuse."
Jack. Right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
So his parents knew what they
It's
were doing.
possible
Yeah,
that they just were
exactly.
very, very out of touch, you know.
I don't
That's true. That
Maybe
could
maybe
be.
they lived in a
Like they're
religious bubble.
Quakers?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they're-
no.
they're-
Like your uncle's name was Jack, and he made this He put this family together. You're named
Yeah.
after your uncle
Jack
Jack. You
Off
be
the
proud
Third.
of your name. You know, like that or something like this. Is that how it went, Scott?
There-
Is
that would have to be such an inspirational uncle to justify.
Well, he said
that
his name was Jackson, but then
Oh,
they, how you
Yeah,
shorten
they
a
knew
name.
Jackson
so-
Hoffman.
They still knew what they were doing. They knew it. They knew it.
Yeah, or
Jackson.
Gaylord. That's an old name though. That's a
Yeah,
tough-
yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
is
is.
an old name.
That's one of those Sherlock names, like you were saying.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those Sherlock names. Okay, so the last one was Gary. The next one is Emma Kate. So just watch out for those guys. They're free. They're bite-sized. They fit right in your mouth.
Bite size.
Yeah. And also this week on Tuesday, we had. Is this Lori's first
Yes.
Tales from the Battered Mind?
Yes, I believe
and this
so.
is another Sarah King story. So yeah, this is Lori Catherine Winkle's first Tales from the Battered Mind, also free, as most of our short stories are. So yeah, go pick that up. I've been working on Zero's Return by Sarah King. Annie has been working on Vampire Queen 2 by Sarah King.
It's really good, guys.
It's
Oh,
really
I believe
good.
it.
It's
Everything of
really,
Sarah's has been
it's really
good.
funny. It's
Yeah.
really funny. There are
Justin's performance with the bar guest. Oh man, some
Oh,
of
I'm
those
gonna have to
lines-
listen to that.
Oh, my
and
God.
Jeff and Justin have a lot of scenes together that I'm so excited to listen to.
Oh,
I'm more than ecstatic. I'm very excited for Vampire Queen. Man, I don't know if I'm more excited about Vampire Queen or Zero. I really love Zero.
they're two totally different types of
They're
stories.
so different.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
Zero's
And-
Return. I finished narrating. We're in the proofing stage. I've been doing
Yep.
retakes, so that won't be long till that's out. You know what'd be cool is if we could release it while I'm in Alaska hanging out with Sarah.
That would
When
be
is
dope.
that?
I
would be
leave
dope.
June 1st,
Oh,
and I'm there for I
I
it
don't
is
know,
the
Jess.
longest. It might be the longest audiobook we've done so far.
see,
So
it's
maybe not.
really long. I don't know.
But June 1 through 12 is how long I'm going to be there.
Cool.
So,
Are you gonna see? Is that Aurora Borealis time?
I don't know.
I
is
don't.
Sarah
I
in
know
the
it's 2
audience?
times a year or something, right? In
She may
Alaska.
not be in the audience. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
If
she's hard at
anyone can
work.
look
I mean,
that
that's
up
the
and
reason
let
we
us
don't
know.
got a Pirates today. Also, is because she's
Yeah.
working.
What's she
She's
working on?
hard.
So,
Vampire. She's working
more
on
Vampire Queen.
More vampires.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yay.
got a question from someone in the audience about DCC.
Yes.
Any update on DCC?
Jessica.
Well, as you guys probably know by now, as most DCC fans are stalkers and completely obsessed, July 2nd is the release of Dungeon Crawler Carl 6 on Kindle. However, I won't be able... let's see, Matt said he won't be able to get the script to me until early June, and in which case I will also be in Alaska, so I won't be able to start narrating it till mid-June when I return. And also, we're going to time the release of Dungeon Crawler Carl 6 on audio with the first episode of the new Dungeon Crawler Carl cinematic audio series, which we're aiming for mid-August. So
Crawler-matic audio.
Crawler-matic,
Crawler
yeah.
audio.
Oh, that's right.
That's a
the
good
legally-
one.
Right.
We're gonna rename.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Crawler-matic
rename
It
it
keeps
for that.
audio.
CA too. Crawler-matic
Yeah.
audio.
Crawler-matic. Basically, at this point, it's actually called the legally not cinematic audio
For
version.
what was it you said? You gave it
What?
some cool name.
Yeah,
We're not
I can't remember.
call it
It's-
cinematic
hold on,
audio
I'll
for
find it.
legal purposes.
Yeah, it's
Wait, we're
It's
not
because-
using the term cinematic audio?
Not
not
for DCC.
Dungeon Crawler Carl
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
for legal reasons. Where did I?
What are those?
Ian was
Yes,
the
about
perfect.
that.
You should have saved it. I should have saved it. I loved it. But I like Crawler-matic audio. That's actually cool.
I think it was Crawler
Doesn't-
audio.
Is
no?
it?
What are the
What is
legal?
this?
I guess that's boring.
So
I can't remember what.
Because it
I
implies
can't,
it
I
implies
can't
a
go
visual
into any
element.
details here, but there are people that have rights to Dungeon Crawler Carl that they would be upset if there was another product out there implying cinematic.
Oh.
You guys do what you will with that information. But that's about as detailed as I'm going to get.
Huh.
Basically, we can't call it cinematic audio.
Okay.
When
but
you say
we'll call
you'll
it
be
something.
30,
We'll
We're
call
trying
it
to come
something
up with
silly, and I really want to thumb my nose at those people.
Did you
and
find
I'm
what you
sure
had
they'll
called
actually
it?
appreciate it anyway.
Did you find what you had called it, Jeff?
I did not find it. I did not.
It was perfect.
I know.
Yeah, we're trying to come
Oh,
up
here
with
it is.
something.
Box. Here it is.
Short, honey.
There we go. There.
The not called cinematic audio for legal reasons edition. Of
Yeah.
I was like, can't we
Yes.
do that? Why can't we call it that?
Hang on,
Or
just
what
is it
about-
your birthday? Are you
remember-
gonna be 30?
Do you guys see the Nathan For You episode where he made dumb Starbucks?
Yes.
Could be the dumb
Yes.
cinematic audio.
It can't.
Wait, what's
I'm
dumb
pretty sure that even if we put not cinematic
Yeah, we
audio,
can't.
it still wouldn't work.
What's
They
smart
probably-
Starbucks?
Yeah.
But then how did he get away with dumb Starbucks?
What is dumb Starbucks?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
You have to
gotta
see
see
it. It's-
this.
yeah, just look it up
Do you know
on
who
YouTube.
Nathan
It's hilarious.
Fielder is?
Sounds familiar.
Oh
does
my
he make,
God.
Does he make cookies or something? I don't,
He
I
is
clearly don't know.
a comedy pioneer. He's like
Oh, okay.
he's like the most like edgy like awkward shocking thing since Sacha Baron Cohen basically. He's like
Oh, okay.
fucking good. And he has
Alright,
a
I'm gonna
show
check
he
it
has a
out.
new show out called The Rehearsal, which is amazing and even cringier than Nathan For You, which is
Ooh.
impressive.
Look, people are contributing. Look at this.
Audiophonic.
Audiophonic. I'm writing it down, Scott.
Yeah, audio.
Someone said cinographic.
Hooked
Donut
on
radio.
Cinegraphic.
Cinographic.
Ooh, cinographic is cool.
Those two
No,
of my
'cause both of
favorite
those are
words
visual.
together.
Yeah, but I thought we
Those are-
said we
like,
can't
both
say
halves of that word are
cinematic.
Well,
visual.
audiophonic is not
See,
visual.
we can't use
I know.
anything that has cine in it.
No, it's just
No, I'm saying that it's not. That's not going to be descriptive of what it is at all. You've now completely lost the audio aspect by calling it cinographic.
Well, no, but it's
Ear
cinographic
bukkake.
audio. It's cinographic. Wait, ear bukkake?
Ear bukkake. All right, write that one
Oh.
down, please, Ahmed.
Okay. You got it, boss.
This is,
Okay, now I'm erasing it because I really wrote it. I really wrote it.
Okay, you guys didn't want cinematic audio, so
Did you spell it right?
I don't know.
I like donut radio.
I kind of like that too.
Donut radio.
You know,
Yeah,
if
no,
we
there
did
are-
that, we could make it a framing.
But
We
Scott,
could make it a framing device. Like we could have it. This is the Donut podcast or the Donut radio show. She introduces the episode at the beginning,
oh,
and maybe
kind of
she's
like
got maybe she's got some guest there.
Oh
kind
my
of like
gosh.
Alfred Hitchcock when he used to have his TV
No,
show.
more like just a radio show. More like, you know, like a morning radio show.
Like another layer of meta. Just more layers.
And it's Donut. It's and Donut's like, oh, I recorded all of this somehow. I don't know. We'll
Get Matt to write
this
them.
is like what
Matt can
Donut
write them.
does.
Cute.
This is
Yeah.
Donut's retirement. She's back out of retirement because her last boat just cost too much, and
her last boat. Yes. Oh man, that's
Donut.
okay. Yes.
and so she needed to come
All
back
right.
out of
We'll
retirement.
go back to the drawing board with this idea.
But yes, no. But there was also another question. Yes, we're doing. Though we don't have Donut centric specifically, but we are crafting a soundtrack for this cinema. I don't know what to say. We're crafting it for this audio release of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Yes, and thank you.
Ear
An
job.
ear job.
We're gonna give you guys.
The Dungeon Crawler Carl ear job.
Oh gosh.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
Oh man, lots of good new things on
That's a
the
good.
list.
That's a really good one.
The ear
Like
job.
that's a really good one.
Why didn't you like ear bukkake?
Because it was
That's
given
just
away
silly.
too much.
It was giving.
And ear job isn't?
It wasn't coy enough for you, Ahmed. But ear job is just right.
Right.
I'm from Jersey.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, no, we crafted an amazing soundtrack that we're going to hopefully release alongside of the book as well, and hopefully that the content will knock your socks off.
Yes.
No
No
wonder,
doubt.
no,
No doubt.
wonder crawl, but there's going to be a lot of
Yes.
variety of things
Guys,
that we've created.
You know, I know you guys are all nuts anyway. Just go geek out some more about this upcoming new ear job, because you're really gonna enjoy it, and everyone, everyone who listens to it's gonna love it. Everyone that you know who's been listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl, they're gonna have an even better excuse to re-listen to the whole series this way. So. Yeah, go make noise. Go get ready. I think we're gonna launch a Kickstarter with the episode 1 release. We'll see. It's gonna take a lot of extra effort to do that. So just make a fuss. Go freak out with all the other fans, and just prepare yourselves for this. The last thing I think is James Baldwin. Is he official for next SBTL?
Yes, in 2
All
weeks
right.
we're gonna have hopefully if everything works out, we're
Yep.
going to have the Arenia
Archemy online.
Thank you.
Online
Archemy
Jesse,
takeover.
Mr.
Jesse
James-
Cobb wants to know when my next series is coming out. That'll be. Do you mean Vampire Queen 2? I would assume.
Yeah, I don't know.
Please elaborate, Jesse.
Because she works on so many things, y'all.
When is the next series you're coming out? Oh no, what's the next thing you're
my
in?
series.
What's the
Vampire,
next thing
When
you're
is
in?
the next in your series coming out?
Vampire Queen 2, when will that be coming out? The narration is done. The voices are halfway point-ish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then we've got
Proofing, retakes, polish.
So, I don't know. What's that? Where's that put us? A month and a half? Something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, you know
Not
what?
much longer.
Maybe that will be the thing that releases while I'm in Alaska.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh.
I would like it.
He says your personal one.
Oh, Space Buns?
Oh,
That's a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's
out. I don't
that's
know.
a ways
that's
away.
that's
We've
a-
decided to do with Space Buns. We've decided to do a more efficient thing with Space Buns, which is to basically have the whole series, the whole first season written when we go into production, so that when we can, when we get the actors in for sessions, they
They
are
can do their
doing
whole
like
thing.
multiple episodes worth
Yeah.
of acting.
Yeah.
Which will just it'll be more efficient. But that means you guys will have to wait a little longer. But we're working on it.
Yep. Em is
Awesome.
still writing it.
Emily's still writing
and
it. But the
she's,
outline is fantastic. We've got an amazing backstory. We're going to give you an extra long episode, 4, 5. Fuck.
Episode 4.
Episode
I think
4.
we'll just call it'll be kind of like English TV though. It'll be like a special.
Right.
Right? They call them specials.
Mid-season
Yeah,
special.
a mid-season special. There you go.
You're gonna get extra.
Someone's asking about ELLC before
Extra?
I forget.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
about to.
well,
I was about to click on
Real
it.
quick before I talk about that, just want to continue the James Baldwin news. So next SBTL, James Baldwin will be joining us. I believe Justin will be joining us.
Yep.
We're gonna try and bother Lori to see if she will join us.
It's already
That'll
in the
be
works.
fun.
It's in the
But
works.
James Baldwin is the author of Alchemy Online. That next book in the series is coming soon. I'm working on voices for that at the moment. Doing my Vash. I love that character.
Box set is going up.
Box set is
soon.
going up. Is that? Oh, is that?
We
the-
submitted it today.
I see. Okay, so that's the real celebration of that next.
I'm
SPTL.
assuming because the we have a release date, a planned release date, which is the 23rd.
Gotcha. So yeah, the box set will be out. The first 3 books.
Yes, books
First
1
3
to 0.
books in the series. For those of you who don't know, who haven't checked it out yet, Alchemy Online is Justin's, I think, main series. I think this is the series that people most associate Justin with, and this is because Justin, inspired by our own insanity of adding sound effects and music to stuff before, decided he wanted to do that for Alchemy. And he composed the score. He did a bunch of the sound effects.
Yeah,
Now
and
some of that is farmed out, but he's still the composer. Justin, if you guys didn't know, is a really, really good musician. He's a piano player. He's a good composer. He's a great singer.
Oh, he's a
So,
great singer, absolutely.
he sounds amazing. Unfortunately, not enough. Unfortunately, not enough opportunities for him to sing in Alchemy. But I'm sure you guys will have more opportunities in the future. Anyway, that's the next SBTL. So hopefully, you guys will be excited for that. And lastly, we'll talk about Everybody Loves Large Chests news. We're in the final stages, I think. Ahmed is about halfway through sound effects. I am currently going through and listening to all of it, adding retakes. I think there's some voices from some of the newer actors and characters that probably need some work. So I'm gonna go back and get those actors to come back and kind of polish it up a little bit. But we don't want to. Everybody Loves Large Chests is coming to a close. What feels like too soon, even though it's really a gigantic series. This next audiobook will be volume 9, and that means only 3 more left after that. And so, because it's such a huge flagship for us, because people love it so much, because every time we release it, people just jump all over it, we're taking our time and we're making sure that it's as amazing as it can possibly be. So if anyone is out there kind of, jittery, waiting for their next ELLC fix, don't forget we have Small Chests Are Fine too on the platform.
Yeah.
We're up through episode 5. Episode 6 is releasing tomorrow. Episode 7 is the last one. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. So I think that's it. I think that's all we have for news for now. Anybody else have news?
I think that's it. I can't think of anything else.
Cool. So, should we just jump right into the cinema?
Oh, is that what we're going to do? Okay.
The cinema, the cinema.
Let's do it.
Feels like the right thing to do. You know what, Sin? You should give Ahmed your intro thing, your little intro clip.
I thought I did give it to him.
Not the music, but the video. Your
For-
opening video. Your
Oh,
opening
I could play the
thing
whole
at the beginning
video
your
instead of just
YouTube.
playing the music.
Wait, are you talking about my review for Megan or what?
No. I'm talking
Oh,
about
the
just
graphic.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
graphic.
like
Play
Oh,
the graphic
yes.
Rather than just
The
playing
graphic. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it does
Yeah,
like the... Okay. All
Yeah.
right. That's a good idea.
So in
Megan!
honor of
SCAFT.
really, really snarky female robots,
Oh.
we have Megan. We
Okay.
watched Megan. So who wants to go first on this one?
Okay, I will. So Megan was the first movie of 2023 that I went to go see in on the big screen. And when I was done watching it, I walked out of the theater with a huge grin on my face. My son and several of his coworkers were congregating outside the door waiting to see what I thought about it because they're ushers. They were going to go in and clean. And I was just so happy that the year started off with such a fun movie. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. I felt like the trailer made it look meh. And I went to go see it, and it was so much fun.
Definitely a surprise. Definitely a
Yep.
surprise how fun it was. I really had a good time watching this. So Ahmed, how about you?
So Ahmed's
loved
hard
it.
to please. Oh, he did!
No,
Yay!
yeah, no, I loved it. I loved all the implications,
All right.
the absurdity.
Well, definitely
Um,
messaging there too, right? You know,
Oh yeah, about
let-
social media. It's like
and
all
your
about
kids getting hooked on devices,
yup,
how
like
they take the place of the parent.
yeah, she really did.
BRB.
A couple of, I guess, my little tidbits. So generally when people play piano in movies, the piano isn't quite right. And this one was very close to what she was actually playing. It's just a thing.
What do you
that I
mean by that?
So
What do you
like
mean?
like the actual notes that the actual dummy or whoever is playing in the scene. She has a piano part. She's playing piano in the room when her maker walks in on her and she has a talk with her. Generally when people play piano in movies, the notes aren't right. They're not actually playing what you're hearing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so this is one of those opportunities where it's very close to actually what's being played.
Okay.
So it's once again a tiny music thing that I thought of. The soundtrack was excellent, or rather the score was excellent. It played just like the kind of movie you'd expect. I think the Blumhouse, interestingly, it wasn't Blumhouse, it was BH, right? Their production shield in the beginning didn't say Blumhouse, it said BH. And I think part of that was like, I was thinking that it was a Blumhouse production when I was going into it, but when I saw that shield, the way it was written, it felt to me like they were trying to mask that it was Blumhouse in a way.
Unless
like,
they just
it's
redone
not-
their logo on it or something like that. I
Right,
don't
but
know.
it was also very like, I would expect them to do that, but I mean, it's written on the top of the thing. But I just
And-
mean to say it felt slicker than their usual fare. Like, I feel like Blumhouse tends to be very in-your-face horror type stuff, and this was a little bit more like tricky and clever than I think some of their
you get
fare is.
kills from this, but it's not so goofy. It's not so off the wall.
Yeah, it's not trying to be absurd. It's playing it a
Yeah.
little straighter, I think, than some of their work.
Yeah. Immediately when I saw previews of this, my thought was, oh yeah, it's a Chucky ripoff, except they
Right.
they got a
Right.
chick instead of.
But to me, she was kind of scarier
much
than
better.
Chucky.
So much
No,
better,
it was.
so
This
much
was.
better.
This was a cautionary tale.
Oh,
for
yes,
sure, for
exactly.
sure.
Yeah, that's what I wrote in my notes when I rewatched it the other day with Arturo.
It's a great cautionary tale.
Cautionary
too, 'cause
message.
they did a really good job of showing how like unrestricted corporate like can just create monstrosities that that are it has no guardrails, and it's so scary because of that. And like she doesn't even know what it's going to do psychologically to the kid, and it's just like, but she forges ahead, and the circumstances are so fraught. Like her parents died, and it was just so woof.
And also, she's in this story, the aunt is the busy parent who foists the kid off on electronics, let the electronics babysit the kid because she's so busy with this other stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's the one who designed it.
Yeah, I know, but I
Right,
mean,
so
that's
in a
what a lot of
sense-
parents will
Yeah.
do.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
busy. I can't deal with the kids. Just on me all the time. Go play with the iPad. Go.
Yeah.
Here's my iPhone. Play with my phone. That sort of thing.
And then the way that the daughter, and then the way Violet is the character's name, or no, I'm sorry, Katie is the character's name. The way Katie reacted when they took Megan away from her really reminded me of just how kids act now. When you take away their devices, their phone.
Yeah.
It's like you are ripping out their fucking soul.
Yeah.
Right? it's kind of insane. But you know, it's very realistic how they put in my opinion, the way that they represent this Megan device. I would think that her reaction would be even worse, and that she would just be a complete slave to the machine, you know, and that she would be like, it would be, the end of the movie would be Katie and Megan versus hold on, I'm looking for the other character's name, Gemma, right? But yeah, I don't think there's very much in this movie that was predictable. That was another thing I really liked about it. I felt like everything was sort of fresh, you know, fresh takes. I have a gripe. I have actually a couple gripes.
Okay.
One, it's a tiny one. The forest scene where she's on all fours.
Oh, I actually like that. She was creepy.
Hated that.
Oh,
so
I
much.
loved it. It was so
That
creepy.
That took me out of it because
that's so funny.
Because humans are so bad at the quadrupedal movement. You have to like be good at it to make it look good, and almost no one does. So it just came off as like, this is completely unnecessary.
Out of the blue.
Yeah, out of the blue. She wouldn't need to go on all. In fact, I would imagine that she's going to be moving slower, just because of the way
I've got to say,
our bodies are constructed.
When I saw that part in the trailer, that was like the thing that turned me off the most. I was like,
yeah,
that is just so unnecessary, like so dumb.
Oh, I thought it was
She's
creepy.
going slower than she would if she were like running fast.
You would think that she would go faster on 2 feet,
but I don't
she seemed to be going pretty fast on 4.
Wait, well,
Yeah, but
well,
it's also
hang
true
on.
that she's not human, so maybe like as a robot she could go
Maybe,
faster.
yeah.
So she was trying to be fast. She wasn't intimidating people.
I think she was just trying to go after him more
I thought
quickly.
she wasn't intimidating the kid to scare
I don't
him
know.
more.
I hated
it
it.
didn't even occur to me that she was going fast.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know that she. I think her plan was, if she caught him, she was going to kill him, and that's why I think she was going after him, not necessarily to intimidate him.
In that scene was deliberate.
I don't think she intended for him to fall and get hit by a vehicle. I think she planned to catch him and kill him.
I don't know.
That's what I think her.
Kill him.
Oh yeah, I think she was going to kill him.
maybe
Absolutely.
Then him falling down the
and then
hill
he
was
just fell, and
convenient
then
for her.
Yeah, I think it was convenient for her at that point. I don't think she'd killed any humans yet, right? Or she had
No, that
Was that
would
her
have
first
been the
one?
first kill.
Yeah, that was her first one.
Yeah, that because with the ear and everything.
Right.
Yeah, that was her first attack on a human.
Second gripe, Ronnie Chang was not as good as I was hoping he would be. There was something about his performance that
felt like it was over the top.
No. Well, you pick somebody like that. Well, he's a comedian, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he's a
that's
I don't
his-
know who he is. I've never seen him before.
Yeah, he's a new comedian.
Yeah, I don't know who he
Asian
is.
guy. He's hilarious. His
He's
Netflix. He has got a Netflix special.
Okay.
Watch a
Oh,
little
okay.
if you'd like.
Please
He's
do.
very funny.
He's
very
fucking
funny.
Okay.
He's a New York comedian, kind of like he's in that same circuit as like Saturday Night Live or whatever. I guess he works in New York.
Okay.
But yeah, so now he's starring. I think he was in. Was he not in? He was in Shang-Chi. He was like the
Yes,
owner of the club where they were fighting. They were doing
He
the
was.
fights for
He
bets.
was in that.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the guy that they run into initially.
Oh,
that's
the
kinda
guy
like,
in the elevator. That's him. See, I
Ronnie
didn't
Chang.
notice him
Yeah.
as an actor until Megan.
He
And
had some funny moments in the movie, but
Yeah.
but not
there
as
was
funny
something
as
wrong.
I think.
There was something wrong.
Okay.
And I don't think it was because he wasn't funny. I think that his acting chops just aren't quite there yet.
Oh.
But you know, because he's famous for being a comedian, it's worth money to put him in movies, so they do.
Wait, it doesn't show him in Shang-Chi. Why does it not show
Wait,
him
am
in
I
there?
wrong?
He's not
Maybe
a
I'm wrong.
very important character in it.
Yeah, here
Yes,
we go.
yes,
John,
you're right.
John.
Oh,
John.
he was in Crazy Rich Asians. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
he
was
was,
probably
yeah.
he's probably bigger than that.
I haven't seen that movie, by the
I
way.
saw that,
Well, he
and
was
then
in
I saw
Godzilla versus
Shang-Chi.
Kong. Since then, he's been in a lot of stuff.
I don't even remember him from those movies.
Yeah, he's big. He's big. But
Okay.
you know what? I can't really think of any other gripes. Which is weird because I rate this movie lower than you two do.
Of course you would. You're so
Yeah.
strange, Jeff. You like a film, but you give it a low rating. You think a film is awful, but you give it a high rating. I don't understand where your mind is at.
Yeah. Okay. So as much as it surprised me, and
Let me see
I
what I
thought that
rated
this
it
was
on
a well
Letterboxd.
done movie, it also didn't hit any peaks for me. Like there weren't any moments that I was like, yes.
Right. Yeah. It was, yeah, agreed. Like it was probably written really well, or it's a great story. But
Oh, yeah, it's
when
not
it
the
hits
best
the
movie ever.
screen-
Yeah.
when it hits the screen, even though the concepts hold,
Yep.
the actual performance and emotionality of it is not as dynamic as you would. There isn't much. There isn't as
Everyone
much
did
there.
a good job, like this
wasn't
is
that, yeah.
entirely competent. There's really not
It
much bad to say about it.
But maybe it was like a TV show of, like, it was like an episode of Black Mirror. Like it didn't need to be a full feature, per se.
Yeah, I think
Like,
maybe
it just
that's
didn't have
that's
enough
what
in
is.
it. Maybe
I think that's maybe what it is. It just lacks something.
Who wins though in the end, right? Like,
Well,
Well,
okay,
she
before
won
we
in
say
the
that-
end.
Before we say that, we have to, warn everybody that we're gonna get into spoiler territory.
oh, if we haven't already.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I felt like Gemma won,
Yeah.
right? Because she
Well-
got her experiment. Her experiment worked. Megan didn't win. Katie kind of. I think it was generally just a happy ending.
Oh, well, but the thing at the end, and there is going to be a sequel.
I forget
It's-
that part.
Well, Megan's AI got into the little house robot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So
You know,
no,
that
that's-
typical
that's
sort
right.
of, oh, the
Yeah, yeah.
evil's not completely gone type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
thing.
I
Right.
don't think. I hope there's not a sequel.
There is going to be a sequel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
All
Well,
right.
if it comes out the first week of January, maybe they'll get lucky again.
January is historically, January and February are historically bad times for
Yeah,
movies
exactly.
and that's why when I went in to see it, I had like my bar was like way down here.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons I was so happy was because it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
It wasn't a disappointment. It wasn't a moonfall. I didn't feel like I wanted to walk out. It wasn't
I
a
wanna
dark,
see that.
the Green Knight. Oh my
that
God.
movie.
Did I tell you guys that I did walk out of a movie recently? I left.
Which one?
Yeah.
It was an Indian language movie called Agent. And I just couldn't.
Oh.
I suffered through almost an hour of it and I had to leave. I went to
Yeah,
go
no,
rewatch the
that's-
Guy Ritchie movie instead.
Yeah, no, it's very different flavor. Like the drama. Sometimes it's a little bit Western, but usually it's very different. Like it'll hit like that point in RRR when they just start dancing together, and I'm just like,
Oh, I never got that far because I couldn't make it past the
that was-
first.
you didn't even get that.
That was the
No,
worst
it's-
part of the movie for
I
sure.
just I can't.
But-
No, I know I've seen some Indian movies that are excellent. Like I loved Manal Morali, and Badlo was pretty good. That was a
Yeah,
remake of a
they
Spanish
have-
language movie. Patan was crazy and over the top and just insanely overboard, but at least it was
Yeah.
enjoyable. This other movie is like I had a headache. I literally got a headache. So
Yeah.
I took out ibuprofen and walked out. Got a refund. Went to go
In that
seek out the
order.
Covenant. I did.
All right.
So Allison Williams was great.
Yep.
Like I think I don't know, I don't expect to like her, but I always like her. Like in she was in what was that movie?
She
it
was in Get Out. How she's
was
not
Get Out,
in
right?
Get Out at all.
Wait, what? What did you say?
She's not likable in Get Out at all.
Oh no, but she's excellent in it. That's what
She's
I mean.
okay. She's just kind of a meh actor to me. I'm not super.
That's what I mean. That's how I
impressed by her.
felt too. But for whatever reason, like she grabs
very
me in these
believable.
movies she's in.
very
Yeah,
believable in this movie. Like the absent-minded but guilty.
I mean, she was fine. She.
Guilty
I'm not
as in, like,
just.
personally, like she feels guilty. She's trying to do the right.
Right,
She knows
yeah.
she's doing the
reason
wrong.
she
She
does
knows
it.
she's doing
thrust into
something
this-
wrong, but
Yeah.
she's still doing it anyway because she thinks
Well,
she's
she's-
gonna get away with it.
She's in this really awful situation. She loses her sister. She becomes a mother, and she's under this immense strain
From work, yeah.
from work. So it was tough on her too.
Mhm.
And I thought it was funny the scene when the little kid wanted to play, like picked up one of her little display toys.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
she,
yeah,
she was
that's not
telling
a
her, "Oh no,
toy.
we can't play with that."
That's
Then
like-
the,
that's like all of
the
my
social
friends.
worker comes over,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Oh yeah, we can play with it." And she takes box cutters or something. She opens the box.
Yeah,
I
and she's
was like,
like-
"Oh, she's opening the box so terribly."
That was
She's
a great
ripping it up.
scene. That was a great scene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
no,
was a good
that's
scene.
like all of my adult
It's-
friends now.
That those toys are not toys.
And then the social worker's like,
Yeah. I really enjoyed all of that. The only other thing I want to talk about is car accidents for sudden death as a plot device in movies. We
"You feel
need
like it's
something-
overused?"
Yeah. I feel like wasn't there?
Yeah,
Two-
that was another thing about the trailer that turned me off. I was like, this looks. How could it? How
Paint
like
by numbers.
I
We need to
couldn't
conveniently
believe
get rid
that
of the
it could be
parents.
good.
Yeah.
I want to do a story about a
Yeah.
kid, but we need to get rid of the parents.
Yeah, right. And I need something else besides
Like
car
what?
crashes.
What would
And-
you suggest?
To be fair, in this day and age, there's not a whole lot of sources of instant death around us that make sense, you know. So
That's probably why they chose a car wreck. I mean, a lot of
Right,
people
right.
die every year in car wrecks.
It's
Right,
believable. It's
Yeah.
believable enough.
It's
If it's
believable.
too far fetched of a death,
Then
then
it's
it takes
distracting.
attention
Yeah.
away. Mhm.
yeah. So
Like it's
so
they
it's
fell.
hard.
Out, they
It's-
were mountain climbing and they fell, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
but then you're gonna be thinking about that the whole time. Like, oh, but they were mountain climbing. You know exactly. Wild Horse says. Well done.
Speaking
You can
of,
think
if
all
you
the-
guys, real
let's-
quick, if you haven't seen it, see The Fall. Yeah.
Yeah,
Came
I
out
know.
last
I
year.
don't know about that. I don't think I can do it, Jeff. I know we talked about it the other
Oh
day.
yes, I
The
want to watch.
Fall.
That's the one that's scared
Oh,
of
no,
heights
I'm
one.
No, it's not
Not-
called The Fall.
it's
Maybe
called-
it's just
No,
called Fall.
It's
Maybe
called
it's
Fall.
Fall.
Okay,
No,
because
I wanna see that
that
one. That's the
show
one
called
that,
The
uh,
Yeah, that's it.
Fall. I saw
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, that one
Who
called Fall
talks
right
about
there.
it? Somebody did it.
The
Somebody
Critical
just did a
Drinker.
preview.
The
I
Critical
didn't listen
Drinker.
to it because as soon as I saw it was a movie I was gonna like, I stopped watching. I was like, no,
Yep,
I'm gonna
yep,
watch
yep,
this.
yep.
I want to watch this.
Watch it. My
wanna watch
palms were
this.
sweating the entire time.
Yeah, especially
I
if you're
just
scared
went-
of heights. Holy
Yep.
moly!
Yep.
I
yep.
just-
Yep.
Mm,
This is the
uh-uh.
beginning of the movie,
Oh.
right?
I can't.
Bye
Bye-bye.
I mean,
Okay,
Cliffhanger
so
was bad
falling off a
enough,
cliff,
y'all.
Right? But
This is like legit. They're on that height, aren't they?
no,
Like,
no,
no, this is
No,
it's all.
they're
It's
not.
still a
still a set.
fake.
It's still a set,
It's still a set.
but
But it's
they're
practical.
they
It's-
are on a thing. They
Yeah.
are, you know, it's really.
They're
well
not
done.
really on something that's, you know,
Yeah.
1,000 feet up or
Um,
however high up that thing was.
But all this to say, we gotta writers do some work here. Figure out a different kind of death that's instant for people. Because the car crash, I'm just sick of it. That's all. So
Well,
you
they
guys
had to
ready
try to
to-
think of a way to get rid of both.
I know. Are you guys ready to give it a number rating?
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
but I wanted to talk about two things that I really
okay,
enjoyed
good.
about it. The whole time I was watching it, I loved the voice actor for Megan.
Yeah.
I loved her voice.
I agree.
I loved the dialogue, the way she spoke, the little smart ass that she was.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also, I loved the little actress that did the body acting. She was
Yeah, I was
great.
more impressed with the body actress.
So this is the voice, Jenna Davis.
Yeah, and I don't know what she's done, anything she's done that I've seen or heard her. Have you guys seen The Black Phone?
She's
No, I
2004.
want
She's
to.
young.
Okay, so the little girl who played in here is the sister of the little girl who plays in The Black Phone.
Okay.
And this little girl who played in here, she also had a bit part in Doctor Sleep at the very beginning. She played a
okay.
character named
I really
Violet.
liked that movie too.
Oh, that was good. Did you know there's two versions of it?
did
That the
not.
director's cut is 30 minutes longer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I watched them both.
Was the director wrong?
The director's cut is the thing. Everything is pretty much the same. They just give you more scenes.
I know, but I'm saying, like, was the director wrong? Are those scenes justifiably cut? I find that's usually the case. I usually side with the producers.
I think the theatrical one definitely. It's okay. So the theatrical version is 2.5 hours. The director's cut is 3.
Yeah, so
We get extra scenes and some other scenes that kind of help clarify some things that maybe if you didn't fill in the blanks yourself with the theatrical cut, it makes it, oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. I like them both.
okay. And what was the other thing that you wanted to bring up?
I said both. It was her physical acting and the voice acting.
oh,
I
So
really liked the way
physical
she
actor,
moved. Yeah.
You liked Megan in general.
She's
Okay.
Yeah.
she's from New Zealand, and
Yes.
she was part of the team selected for the Dance World Cup in Braga, Portugal, and she's apparently a contemporary jazz dancer as well. So apparently her dance chops got her a gig being
Yep.
a stunt performer for kids on feature films, that's kind of a cool niche.
Pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
That she kind of landed in. That she could do that forever, She grew up doing
No.
that kind of
Right, she could.
I mean, not forever, because she's
But she could be a stunt double for it.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I meant. I meant like that's kind of cool that she could start, and it's kind of a very niche thing. Like,
Yeah,
you
and
can't-
she's like getting into the business early on.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she'll be like well established.
All right.
And-
6.5.
Dang, Jeff.
I'll give it a 7.
I gave it a 4 out of 5. In other
So an
words,
8.
an 8. But
I love how we have to do math after seeing the score.
well, it's possible that so when I rewatched it, I enjoyed it just about as much as I did the first time. I knew what was coming, but maybe years from now, maybe I'd downgrade it by half a star or something. But it was just such a fun experience on the big screen, and it spelled great things for the start of 2023. My theatrical experience got off to a good start, and I was so happy.
I forgot there's the recommend aspect of my rating. 6.5 recommend.
Yeah, definitely.
Fire. A fire. The parents could have died in a fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Or sex accident.
Or
No, that
also
would have been
known as
harder
a
to
sax-
believe, Jeff.
Or,
You
or
see-
sax accident.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
I mean, honestly, I feel like they
Some sort of
they played
comically
the safe route.
freakish,
They
like
played the safe
sex
route.
accident.
They went with the car
It's,
accident.
like, so distracting that you can't stop thinking about it for the rest of the film.
Exactly. That's the point of making it a car accident. To
This
kind of
is
just
why
put
the
them
car
away as
accident
quickly
was
as
smart,
possible.
especially because it happens all the doggone time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People.
You could easily
people's
forget about it.
And so it's
erotic
just
Although I
reactions
have a
asphyxiate all
weird
the time.
phobia in movies that I'm developing where whenever somebody's in a car, I flinch a little bit because I assume there's a car accident coming.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is. Like when you see people sitting and then
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, I'm just.
well, especially if they do
talking."
stupid
I'm
stuff
like,
like look,
"Ah!"
take
Yeah.
their eyes off the road
Dude,
for an extended
They
period
always
of time.
do something like
That
that.
is
Eyes
that-
on the road.
That is like that's all I can think about when I'm watching car scenes in movies.
Yeah, and then they show
eyes
pan
on
the
the
window.
I-
They
me too.
pan the window, and I'm like, oh no, they're definitely something's gonna hit them.
Yeah, something's
gonna
coming.
hit 'em.
Boom, here it is.
Yeah, but so that's maybe another reason to do car accidents, right?
Yeah. So what is our next movie? Last
I
SCAFT.
don't know. It's going to be the last SCAFT. So,
I
God, there are
I
gonna
want to
be
make
so
a
many
recommendation.
did you know
Mentions
she's
for
Brian
Halloween.
Williams' daughter? By the way, the actor. Did you
Brian
know
Wi-
that?
Like the
The singer.
The news
singer?
guy. No,
Oh.
the news
Who's
guy.
Brian?
It
I was
just
thinking
showed a
Brian
picture
Wilson.
of. No, it just
That's
showed a
what I
picture of
thought.
them.
That's what I was thinking. yeah.
No, it just showed a picture of them. When
Oh,
you were
really?
looking through the.
Oh, gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
you'll
gotcha.
know him when you
I
see
think
him.
he
If
should
you
have
look.
played her.
As far as Nick's, I don't know for SCAFT.
So I have a suggestion that kind of works, but also is a movie that's out now. But I was so excited to see it with my family this last weekend that I think it's
Here, him.
It's a
You-
great movie. I flew
You
past
missed
him.
him.
This
Oh,
guy?
and Jason Bloom also. If you
This
didn't
guy-
notice, he's cosplaying as Megan there. Did you see that he announced that Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be made?
Oh.
Yeah, that guy. That's
Oh,
her
got
dad.
it. Yeah, he does look. Yeah. That makes sense.
I thought.
Okay,
they
so what
already
were you gonna
made that
say?
movie with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy 3
You were thinking.
Oh,
that?
because of Nebula.
because of Rocket.
Oh, Rocket. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I wouldn't mind watching it again. I just don't know if I'll have a chance to go to the big
Because
screen to
of
see it.
Rocket, I never.
Because of
yeah,
Rocket.
Rocket is there is a very interesting thread in that movie that relates directly with
Oh, wow.
SCAFT.
Really?
Because Rocket was. I mean, we already know that Rocket was kind of made, right?
He engineered, yes.
Yeah, but I don't want to say any more because I'm afraid to
Yeah,
not hit,
it-
to
it
hit the
was-
line. I don't want to
it
say
was-
anything about this.
Yeah,
I don't want to say anything
I
about
already
this.
feel-
But if that's
I
the
already feel
one that
spoiled a little bit. Okay.
No, but you know
No, I
something's
didn't know
been done.
this.
You know, have you not seen any of the Guardians?
The
I
first
saw
one.
the first two.
Okay, you
so in
know
the first
something's been
one-
done to Rocket. You know that. You can tell.
In the first one, he takes
You
off
know
his
he-
shirt, and,
and you see the stuff on
Peter
his
Quill's
back.
looking at him,
I
and
mean,
he's
yeah.
got stuff
Yeah.
all over,
So
cybernetic
you
stuff all over.
knew that he's been messed with.
Okay. All right.
This
all right.
goes into
Yeah,
the full
I guess if
backstory of that.
RoboCop
That
counts,
technically doesn't spoil anything.
No,
Um,
but just be prepared to be. It's really sad.
I don't want to say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say
Okay.
anything. Don't even say
Okay.
that. Don't
All
even
right,
say
all
that.
right, all
I
right.
already
So
did.
That's a
We could.
possibility. All right.
Too late.
Guardians
we-
3.
Are we okay with
Um,
this? Can everybody see it though? Because it's an in the movies movie requiring.
Yeah, it's on the big
some
screen
additional.
only.
I can do that. That's I wouldn't call that a problem.
I
I've been meaning to see
I
it anyway.
recommended it on the big screen to my friends, so I would recommend it to you as well.
Okay,
See it on the
okay.
big
I'll
screen.
try to see
you
if I can go rewatch it in the next couple of weeks. But I just saw
I
it.
might want to
All
do
right.
that.
We got to have
soon.
other options though. Let's.
Okay, yes. Let's have another option that's easily accessible, and
Oh,
we should just like
jeez.
maybe watch that anyway. Oh, also next week is Arkhamy Day, so we may not.
You mean 2 weeks from? Wait, are you
I'm
talking
sorry,
about?
next show. I keep saying next week.
Okay.
We could
Next
do an
show
Arkhamy
is Arkhamy.
themed- we could do an Arkhamy, a dragon rider.
Don't say
movie.
Aragon. That was a disappointment.
Ugh. I don't-
The
yeah.
books
Is there
are
any? Are
okay.
there any good dragon? Oh, How to Tame Your Dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
That was-
What? You get ready to say something?
Well, How to
What-
Tame Your Dragon, I feel like is too. It's too kind of.
It has to be Dragon
it's
Rider.
like it's like really good, and just overall, I feel like I wouldn't have much to say. It's just so
Right.
good.
Okay,
Right,
but
right.
you were getting ready to say something.
Yeah. So, what about an old dragon movie?
Oh, you mean
Have you
Not
seen
Neverending
Dragon
the
Slayer?
Sorcerer's? Wait, which one?
Dragon Slayer.
Oh,
Dragon
With
Slayer.
Janosch.
That's the one. That's the original.
With who?
one.
With who?
Janosch from Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, hang on.
Is the
Right,
main
right,
Dragon
right. I
Slayer.
know this. Yes, he plays like the Wizard's Apprentice. or
I may
something.
have seen it a long time ago.
Dragon. That was like one.
1981.
That was the
Long
1980s
time
original.
ago.
Like
I do that all the time when I talk. I can't. I have to break into song. Long time ago.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can still remember. Wait, 90. Wait, hold on.
81.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
But this
bringing
is
it
not
up.
a Dragon Rider movie. This is a Dragon Slayer movie. I don't think anyone
Yeah,
rides
yeah.
any dragons. In
Wait,
it.
that's
No.
so you say 1981?
Yeah,
Okay, so do
1981.
we really want to do this one then? If it's not a dragon rider,
I don't know. It was just the first thing that popped into my
Yeah,
head.
but
when it
no,
came
but
to
I
dragons.
see the line that he's going on. He
But
means like old.
There's Janosch.
Well, we have what else?
juggling
The
an
one
egg
that
in the
I
air.
mentioned. Actually, is that the Criterion riding a dragon?
Yeah, ideally dragon riding.
It's Game of
okay,
Thrones.
movies
We could-
about dragon. Oh, well, we're not
what
doing
about
that.
Rain of Fire?
Do
They're-
they
they're
ride
not
dragons, or
riding
do
a
they just
They don't
dragon
really
there.
ride a dragon, right? They can't in that movie. The Dragon Rider thing is tough. Aragon was.
That was disappointing.
The book was not bad.
No, I liked
for
the book.
being written by a 14-year-old.
By the way, he was homeschooled.
Oh, by the way, also
I'm
we
not
do need
surprised.
prompts for Chat GPT later.
Oh yeah,
Never
people haven't been
ending
doing
story.
that.
Oh,
Never-ending
that's
story,
true.
so
He
it's a
rides-
nice story.
I
Falcor.
mentioned the never-ending story.
Oh, okay.
I brought that up, but I don't think you guys heard. I don't know. I'm looking.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie, so
Merlin, 1998. Okay, no, this is a made-for-TV miniseries.
I remember loving that when it was out. But I think I was just thirsty for any kind of fantasy on TV.
You know what?
Or
There's
movies.
not okay. They're in Shrek. They ride a dragon at some point.
Yeah.
Shrek's
Uh,
too popular.
Maleficent. I don't know what the Goblet of Fire, but they don't ride dragons in there. Oh well.
Goblet of.
You know what? It's
uh,
I'm not finding a whole lot of movies
no,
where
'cause
people
there
are riding
aren't.
dragons.
I'm thinking about it. There's like very few.
Does Falcor count as a dragon?
He does.
That's what we were saying. The never ending.
Oh,
story.
okay.
That could be
Sorry,
one.
I've been doing other things. You
Yeah,
guys,
no,
I'm so lame.
Oh,
This is
Dragonheart.
like my lamest SBTL performance.
No, you're not lame. It's
Ever.
okay. It's okay.
There's a movie called Dragonheart.
Thanks, Ahmed.
Yes, Sean Connery.
Oh God, no, not that one.
Not that one?
I don't know.
as the
From
dragon.
what I remember when that came out, it was awful or something. don't
I
know.
really liked it.
Did you? Was
Yeah.
it any good?
It's
don't
got
ref-
Dennis
you know,
Quaid and Sean
I
Connery
liked it
in
when
it.
I was 9.
Oh, Jason Isaacs.
Does Willow have dragons in it?
It does.
Yes, Willow
It
has
does.
a dragon that looks like it has like ball chins. It's got a big
That's true.
sack for a chin.
I wouldn't be against.
But they don't
watching
ride
Willow.
it, I don't think.
So you don't like Dragonheart, Ahmed?
No, I guess I presumed that the movie was gonna be annoying, but I'm happy to try this one.
It's
Does
got a
he-
2.9 on Letterboxd, which isn't terrible from the
Does-
Letterboxd
does it-
crowd.
Do you remember when there were all of these
Does he ride it?
gifs
No,
and
but
cartoons
it's
floating
close.
around of dragons
It looks like it's
having sex
riding
with
him.
cars?
Yes. I
What?
love those.
Wait,
Yeah, yeah.
what?
That
What?
was amazing.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
There was this trend of like gifs of dragons fucking cars,
Oh Lord.
and it was really funny.
Oh my god. Hey, hold
Someone
my
said
beer.
Pete's Dragon.
There was an actual
Who
movie
Pete's
called Dragon
Dragon?
Rider, by the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon and
There we
Pete's
go.
Dragon did come up.
Okay, we don't. I kind of want to keep Pete's dragons separated from dragons
really-
fucking cars.
Ride? Does he really ride a
Why?
whole sub? No, you know what? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
there's a whole subreddit, guys. Go check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Dragons
If you
fucking
guys want
cars.
to follow
Um,
down any suggestion,
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll keep my mind pure.
I feel like Dragonheart might be a good candidate.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind that
It's
because
not quite dragon riding. I don't think he
Yeah,
ever
this
rides
is look at
the
look at
dragon.
this. Look at this cast.
Yeah.
if I saw this, it was so long ago, I don't remember anything about it. So I wouldn't mind watching it if we want.
Yeah.
If that's what we want to. Now, so I guess no more SCAFT stuff.
No more SCAFT stuff. So
No more
that's the
SCAFT
end
stuff,
of our
okay.
our SCAFT themed
Yeah,
cinema.
SCAFT is the last
run.
episode is the next time. So
Yeah.
Right, when
Yeah.
we're also having James Osiris Baldwin.
Okay, so what are our options right now? Dragonheart or Dragon Slayer? And Pete's Dragon? I don't know what. Can we see a little preview of Pete's Dragon?
yeah, but ugh.
Dragonheart.
know
Well,
anything
if
about
if
it.
you're gonna go with Dragon Slayer, then you may as well throw in Rain of Fire into the mix.
Bryce.
I thought
Dallas
we were gonna like
Howard.
go with dragons that are friendly.
Oh, is that a thing? Oh, is that what? Is that Arkham has friendly dragons?
No, well, I mean, sort of.
Well, the main character,
but like
he rides a
know,
dragon.
they kill lots of people too, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, he's
I
he's
wouldn't
friendly
classify
to
them
the.
as friendly, trained, domesticated. I don't know about.
I refuse to watch a live action. Is this a Disney version?
Yep.
I
This
refuse.
is a live action.
Oh,
Is this
was
not what you meant?
Was
You
there a
meant the
cartoon version of it?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought,
the
yeah,
cartoon.
I assumed that's what. you
Yeah,
meant.
I assumed it was the cartoon version.
Yeah, that's
okay,
what I thought
so
you were
let's see
talking.
what that one. What? Yeah, the original.
No,
would
that's
be.
just okay.
There
I
it
thought
is,
you guys meant that one.
1977.
Oh,
There's like a song in it or whatever.
I can see that dude fucking a car.
It ain't easy being a hobo dragon. It ain't easy being a hobo dragon.
Oh,
The songs. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, man.
You never
I
seen
don't
it.
know.
They were like,
We
I've got
gotta
an
see
idea
this
for a
one.
movie.
Oh my goodness. So Art, we did talk about How to Train Your Dragon, but Jeff wants to watch
It's-
something
it's
that he
too-
feels like maybe we can pick apart a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause he- yeah, I
How
think
to Train Your Dragon is like just
too good.
popular and too good.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at this.
yeah, man.
We
I've
can
never
Oh
seen
tear
it.
this
no!
to
I thought it
pieces.
was all cartoon. Oh, this is going to be terrible, y'all.
I've
This
never.
is
seen it.
it's already terrible.
I love it.
Oh, look, Mickey
Oh,
Rudy.
jeez.
Look at him. He's
Aw.
like, get away from my car.
He's like he's like the first stage of old. Like by the time he was in
Y'all,
that Adam
if there's
Sandler movie.
anything
Oh.
about a horse that comes up, we need to watch the Black
Now
Stallion.
this is a film.
Oh, jeez.
You mean
Okay.
this one?
All right,
This is
so
fine
we
cinema
have
right
we have
here.
Oh,
we have
God.
4 choices right now: Dragonheart, Dragon Slayer, Pete's Dragon.
Should we put a
and
poll
Ring of
up in the
Fire.
Facebook group?
Yeah, let
no,
them
that's gonna
decide
take
our
time.
fate.
That's not. I
No.
think we can all vote here.
Okay.
All right. Does anyone have any vetoes? Does anyone see any of those and say, "No, guys, come on, let's not do this"?
Ahmed, you could say it.
I see all of them, and I think that, but
Okay. I think I'm definitely
I
going to
should not
hate
vote.
Pete's Dragon, but
oh god, this guy's definitely gonna play somebody annoying in this movie. He's from Greece. He was Kaniki.
Kaniki.
Kaniki. This guy.
Nikki.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I
no
don't know.
vetoes. No outright.
No vetoes.
No outright no's.
No.
Okay. So.
Well, you're the boss, El Jefe.
You get
so-
2 votes.
2 votes.
Okay.
You get 2 votes. All right. Vote for Dragonheart.
I would vote for Dragonheart.
All right, yeah.
I'm the only one. Okay, I know.
2?
I know already.
2
I'm
votes.
out.
I do too because
Okay.
I don't remember seeing it, and that might be a virtue over a movie that I remember that I have to rewatch and I don't
All right.
like.
2 votes for Dragonheart.
I forgot which one that was.
That's the
one-
one.
Sean
Sean Connery.
Connery, Dennis Quaid,
Is the
Sean
1996.
Connery, I'm a dragon now. I'm the
Yeah.
I
I'm the
don't
dragon
know that
now,
I can
dog.
handle Sean Connery.
I'm the dragon now, dog.
He does a good job. I'll say that. Okay. Everyone who votes for Dragon Slayer.
Wait, which would
Just the one. Okay.
I wouldn't
So
mind
no.
Dragon
Which
Slayer.
one is
either.
1981.
Okay, so
that's
two.
the 1981.
I wouldn't
one.
mind Dragon Slayer
2
either.
for Dragon Slayer.
hmm
Everyone for Pete's Dragon.
Those are my 2 votes. See, we're tied. Each one has 2
2.
votes, y'all.
Okay, so we'll.
What are we
What's
gonna
the
do?
fourth one? What's the fourth one?
Rain of Fire.
I wouldn't mind watching Rain of Fire
But
again.
you've used 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've already
What's
used my.
Rain
Okay.
of Fire?
That'll be
So
my
that's
second.
the
but
only
it's
one with
relevant
only one
'cause
vote.
nobody even knows what it is. Hang
Well-
on.
Okay,
I'll
so that's
put
the
it-
only
I'll
one
put
that's gone.
it- Rain of Fire. I'll
Well,
show
show
you.
Annie because she doesn't know.
Rain of Fire is Matthew
wasn't paying
McConaughey's
Matthew
like best
McConaughey,
role.
Christian Bale,
Oh!
Christian Bale.
So it's all 2. Every fucking movie got 2 votes.
Way to vote,
This
guys.
is not a good. This is not a
I
good
definitely
voting
would
method.
not. I will not vote on Pete's Dragon.
Okay, now can we give it to the audience? God, involve
Okay.
them in something
All right.
interesting for the love of God.
Well, there's only 2 people here because we.
I know.
Yeah, because
They
we
can't vote.
fucking alienated them
I
by
know.
not deciding on anything.
Is that why? No, they were like, oh god, they're gonna talk about movies. I was here for books. I'm gonna go watch the
We've gotta
Critical
redeem
Drinkers
ourselves.
review.
Next time, you guys who are still here, thank you.
You
And
really should not start off with
We're
the
gonna do
cinema.
better
You should
next
wait
time.
till most of the
Yeah,
show
I
is
know.
done.
we
We should have done
that.
something else first, but that's all right.
I don't know that it's. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the reason is. The circumstances are of people's.
Old
So do we
Pete's
wanna- do
Dragon
we
or
wanna-
die?
Mull it over. Think
Okay,
about it.
you know
some
what?
more.
We got
Maybe
an
we
old
should
Pete's
do the-
Dragon or
we'll-
die.
We'll
We
do the
talked
Facebook
about
poll.
this for a long
We'll
time.
do the
Facebook poll.
poll, and we'll tag Justin and James.
I gotta get.
Okay,
The
yeah.
Facebook poll.
We
I'll
gotta
write
do
down
something else.
the choices.
And
Rain of
we
Fire
have,
is like legit, like an action movie, a proper action movie.
I liked Rain of Fire. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Rain of Fire has
Friday-
Matthew McConaughey, Christian Bale, this
put a
lady,
Friday deadline on it.
that guy. Yeah, so there's my.
Dragonheart,
guy-
Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
I
Dragon Slayer,
I
Pete's
like
Dragon,
splice Christian Bale
and
and
Rain of
Matthew McConaughey's faces in my mind sometimes. It'll
Oh,
be good
really?
to see them in a movie together so I can.
Have you never seen Rain of Fire?
They play
No.
the same character anyway. in the
No,
movie,
they
so-
don't.
No,
No,
they
they
play the
don't.
opposites.
No, they're not the same at all. Pete's
They,
Dragon.
Look at
they
Matthew
both, they
McConaughey,
both
look
play
at
the
him.
character in the center.
You can't even recommend it. They both play her.
Yeah.
They can't. Look at him. He's so awesome in this movie. I don't even recognize him. He's like a different
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like a completely different person. It's weird.
It is.
All right.
Okay, I wrote down the movies to tell. Did you say Justin is supposed? Is he supposed
We
to
need
put the
to
poll up?
we need to tag him and we need to tag James. That's all. They just need to be tagged.
Okay.
All right. Well. That is
Okay,
our
well,
cinema
one
segment.
person in the audience, we're counting on you for
Yeah.
a prompt.
All right. So
Get literary.
We are
Uh,
sorry.
So I think in order to make up for how lame she's been today, Annie should give us a TED talk.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, I should go in the green room.
Okay. Hear that? That's nothing. Which is what I, as a speaker at today's conference, have for you all. I have nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Zippo. Nothing smart, nothing inspirational, nothing even remotely researched at all. I have absolutely nothing to say whatsoever. And yet, through my manner of speaking, I will make it seem like I do. Like what I am saying is brilliant. And maybe, just maybe, you will feel like you've learned something. Now, I'm going to get started with the opening. I'm going to make a lot of hand gestures. I'm going to do this with my right hand. I'm going to do this with my left hand. I'm going to adjust my glasses. And then I'm going to ask you all a question. By a show of hands, how many of you all have been asked a question before? Okay, great. I'm seeing some hands. And again, I have nothing here. Now, I'm going to react to that and act like I'm telling you a personal anecdote. Something to break the tension. Something to endear myself a little bit. Something kind of embarrassing. And you guys are going to make an ah sound.
Oh.
It's true. It really happened. And now I'm going to bring it to a broader point. I'm going to really beckon. I'm going to make it intellectual. I'm going to bring it to this man right here.
Me?
Now, what this man did was important, I'm sure, but I, for one, have no idea who he is. I simply Google imaged the word scientist. And now you see, I'd like it to seem like I'm making points, building an argument, inspiring you to change your life. When in reality, this is just me buying time. Now, if you don't believe me, let's take a look at the numbers. This is a real thing that's happening right now. The number of talks I'm giving is 1. Interesting facts imparted thus far in said talk. Well, that's going to be 0. My height in inches is 70.5. Note that the 0.5 there. 2 times 6 equals 12. And then, interestingly enough, 6 times 2 also equals 12. That's math. 352 is a 3-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then almost immediately following that, we get, you guessed it, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
Now, add more filler here. I'm going to give you a couple more numbers to consider. 18. 237. 5,601. 2.6 million. 4. 24. Staggering. These are real numbers. All of them. And to follow that up, let's take a look at some graphs. Now, if you take a look at this pie chart, what you're going to see is that the majority far exceeds the minority. Everyone, see that? Cool, isn't it?
It's amazing.
And let's take a look at this bar graph, because it shows similarly irrelevant data. Now, I'm going to, because I'd like to make it seem like I've done my homework, if you were, say, watching this on YouTube with the sound off, you might think, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. But I don't. I'm floundering, panicking. I've got nothing. I'm a total and utter phony. But you know what? I was offered a TED Talk. And damn it, I'm going to see it through. Now, if you take a look behind me, these are just words paired with vaguely thought-provoking stock photos. I'm going to point at them. Like, I'm making use of both my time as well as your time. But in reality, I don't know what half of them mean. And now, as these continue, I'm going to start saying gibberish. So, next slide. Okay. Wagga wah, gabba gabba. Turkey mouth and a mouth. Chip, trip, my dog Skip. Rip it and dip it, Richard. I'm an itty bitty baby bopper, and I'm hungry in my tum-tum. Brad Pitt and Uma Thurman. Names, things, words and more things. And see, it feels like it might make sense, doesn't it? Like maybe, just maybe, I'm building to something sort of satisfying, a satisfying conclusion. I mean, I'm gesticulating as though I am. I'm pacing, I'm growing in intensity. I'm taking off my glasses, which, by the way, are just frames. I wore them to look smart. Even though my vision is perfect. And now I'm going to show you things. I'm going to slow things down a little bit. I'm going to change the tone. I'm going to make it seem like I'm building to a moment. And what if I was? Amazing, isn't it? What we can do? What can we do? Life is a roller coaster. You know, if there's one thing you take away from my talk, I'd like you to think about what you heard at the beginning. And I'd like you to think about what you hear now. Because it was nothing. And it's still nothing. Think about that. Or don't. That's fine. And now I'm going to stop talking. Thank you.
Woo!
Yeah! Damn! That was,
Fucking genius.
thank you.
I didn't know that Annie was a scientist till just now.
And that my vision's perfect. That was the big reveal for me.
Very.
That was
That was so compelling.
that was
know-
very convincing. You sounded like a TED Talk scientist.
Thank you.
I think you did too.
Thank you.
We
That
need
was
to take
ve-
this
that
show
was
on the
very
road.
good.
To be honest, more people need to know about this. So thank you, Nicholas Legrand, for requesting that one. That one was the one that everyone voted up on the troll poll. And now let's do some Chat GPT prompts.
All right.
All right, so I think we can just do one.
Yeah.
Because we're at about an hour.
And if there's only
15
one
now.
person left, you know they feel like they can't leave. They're our hostage now.
All
No,
right.
the one person who made a prompt has to see it through now.
Yeah.
Thank you,
A
one
fir-
person who
okay.
made a prompt.
A first-person story where a 20-year-old man is seeing the outside world for the first time after living in a religious cult that he just escaped. But
Yes.
the cult is chasing him, and they are getting closer.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay,
this is
so
good. This is
let's
good.
do this. You got Chat GPT ready for us?
Yeah. I brought Sin back so she could also sit here and watch
think-
you guys do stuff.
Can I be?
Am
I'll,
I
I'll
back?
be the guy
I'm not
running.
even back.
I'll be the guy running away, and you guys can be
What?
cultists.
I'm not an actor, y'all.
Yes,
We
you
can be
are.
cultists
The rest
in
of
a
you can be
general
cultists.
sense, not a specific sense. Hang on.
All right, we have a Chat GPT for anyone who's just joining, because I just saw some people joining.
They're like, what's we don't understand.
We have a
don't
Chat
get-"
GPT prompt that we're putting in, and we're going to act it out.
A first.
A first-person story where a 20-year-old man is seeing the outside world for the first time after living in a religious cult that he just escaped. Period. But the cult
I just got to escape.
just escaped. Period. Yeah, there we go. But the cult is chasing him. And they are getting closer. I think there's a period after year.
Okay.
Probably need to get rid of.
Getting. Okay, what did I do wrong here? This world-
And
that's
then,
not- Wait, did you say
20-year-old.
year?
Yeah,
Oh,
after
year. Oh, there's.
20-year-old.
Oh, I didn't. There's a period and there shouldn't be. Okay.
and actually, let's call it a 2,000 word first person story. So go to the top. Yeah, there we go.
ChatGPT was like, phew. Let's go. Let's see. What happens.
Here goes.
Wow, just like that. Jesus cruises, man. Dude, it's dizzying it's dizzying how
What the
good the
fuck? I
technology
know, it's
is
just too
in the world that we live in now. Coming
So,
from like
I
where we
can't
came
really
from to where we
read
are.
This very well. I'm not sure.
You
how
will,
many
you
players-
will, you
Oh,
will.
Okay.
You
Cool.
don't have to read it now as it writes it. I'll
Oh, I
make
see.
it.
Cool.
I'll give it more definition here. Give me a second.
Is it not going to have a cast? Or we're not going to have any dialogue?
Oh, I guess we didn't specify.
Oh, you didn't.
Should I go back and
tell it.
specify? Am I allowed to go back and specify? I am, right?
Stop. Yeah, tell it to stop generating.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
Wait, but where am I allowed? Oh, there
there's
we
an
are.
edit there.
Oh, word first person script.
No,
No?
let's just
No,
say
it was a
um
screenplay.
So should I, instead of story, screenplay, yeah?
okay. Well, but then it's going to be like I'm narrating. No, a first person screenplay is not going to work really.
It's two character
with dialogue.
with dial. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Here goes.
Maybe.
I thought I'd see the world outside the walls of the religious cult that had been my home
There's
for
no
as
dialogue.
long as I could remember. But here I was, at 20 years old, standing on a busy street corner in the heart of the city, staring in awe at the sights and sounds that surrounded me. As I took in the hustle and bustle of the people, cars honking, and buildings towering above me, I couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement, mixed with fear. The world was so vast and new, and I had no idea how to navigate it. But I didn't have much time to linger on my thoughts. I could feel the cult's presence behind me, their eyes always watching, always searching. I knew that they would never let me go, that they would hunt me down and drag me back to the compound, no matter the cost. I decided to keep moving, hoping to put as much distance as possible between myself and the cult. I walked through the busy streets, taking in everything I could see, the sounds, the smells, the colors. Everything was so vibrant and alive, so different from the monotonous life I had led in the cult. As I turned down a quiet alleyway, I heard footsteps approaching from behind me. I turned around to see a man walking towards me, who looked a lot like Annie Ellicott. His eyes trained on me with a look of concern.
Are you okay?
He asked, his voice gentle. I hesitated for a moment, unsure if I could trust it. But then I thought about the life I had left behind, the constant control and manipulation, and I knew that I needed to take a chance. No, I'm not okay, I replied, my voice barely a whisper. The man's eyes softened, and he stepped closer to me.
What happened? Are you in trouble?
I took a deep breath, gathering my courage.
I escaped from a cult, a religious cult, I said, the words tumbling out of my mouth. They're chasing me and they're getting closer. The man's eyes widened in shock and he took a step back.
We need to get you somewhere safe.
He said, his voice urgent.
Come with me.
He led me down the hallway, and we emerged into a quiet street. He flagged down a taxi and gave the driver an address, then turned to me with a reassuring smile.
You're safe now.
He said,
My name is David, by the way.
Andy.
I introduced myself, feeling a sense of relief wash over me. For the first time in my life, I had someone on my side, someone who was willing to help me. As the taxi pulled up to a small apartment complex, David led me inside and up a flight of stairs. He unlocked the door to a small apartment and gestured for me to enter.
You can stay here for as long as you need.
He said,
I'll do whatever I can to help you.
Oh, jeez.
I thanked him, feeling tears welling up in my eyes. I couldn't believe that someone was willing to help me, a complete stranger who had just escaped from a cult.
I think we're good there, right?
Over the next few days, David helped me settle into my new life. He showed me around the city, introduced me to new people, and helped me find a job.
But even as I tried to start a new life, I couldn't shake the feeling that the cult was still out there, watching and waiting. I knew that I could never truly be safe until they were caught. One evening, as David and I were doing some Netflix and chill, there was a knock on the door. David looked at me with a look of concern, and I could feel my heart racing. He opened the...
That's 2,000 words.
Okay.
Yep.
That
It just
was
ended
a quarter
it.
just
Okay.
finished.
That felt like less than 2,000 words.
I have
feel
to say,
like David's
I'm
gonna
really
be
happy.
a mole for the cult,
Yeah,
and I'm really
Well,
sad that we
honestly,
get to see
the-
that happen.
Go
He
ahead,
sounded
Don Man.
like one.
No, I'm kind of glad that this is absolute tripe and that exactly what you expect and no surprises, right turns,
Right.
nothing. Just exact that it makes
Yeah.
me happy and it makes me
Right.
wonder
Feel
if they
safer.
dumbed down Chat GPT because they were nervous of
Yeah,
it.
they
Then
were
people
worried
wanted
that
to
we
kill
were
it.
not
It's too
liking it.
clever. They made it less like more like generic somehow.
Well, we got a second prompt. We didn't see your prompt.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Same person.
It was another prompt.
Yeah, an argument between a group of 4 scientists who are stuck in a research lab in Antarctica. The power has just gone out and communications have ceased.
the
The
thing.
group needs to figure out.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah, that
right?
does almost sound like the thing.
Well, the power didn't go out in the thing.
No,
right?
it didn't.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, do you guys feel like doing one more?
I don't know. What do you
Sure.
what do you feel like, Facebook user? If you're in for another one, we are, but I can go either way. I don't want you to feel trapped here with us.
Well, they did give us the prompt while we were already reading.
That's right.
Okay.
Just a few
Feels
minutes
like-
ago.
Feels like that's
Okay.
what they want.
Okay, all right.
okay,
Hang on,
yeah,
let me
we'll
write
try
it.
Annie, you want to lead this one?
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just.
Yeah, Facebook users in for another.
Sweet.
I'm so glad we have a
Yeah,
genius here
Facebook
to
user. Thank you, Facebook user.
narrate.
We would say your name, but we can't see it.
Yeah, it's so weird that StreamYard doesn't show you who it is.
I blame
Is there
Facebook.
no way for you to copy paste the prompt?
No. Not that I could tell, anyway.
Hi, my baby. Here's my little kitty.
That was the first thing I tried, believe me.
You tried to copy?
Yeah, I didn't. You can copy the chat?
Yeah, I just copied it just now.
Wait, how'd you do it?
I just selected it and copied it.
But when I try to select it, it goes to show. And then
Really? That's so
because-
weird.
Probably because of the controls. Wait, how
I
do you
just look in there. I pasted it right in the private chat.
you paste it in the private? If you paste it in a private chat, then I can get it.
Yeah, but that's
It's in the
weird
private
that you
chat.
couldn't get it. Because I did.
You know what it is? Because you actually.
Oh, I'm not
when-
the controller.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
you
that
click on
I
it,
think
won't-
it's a condition. I
Yeah.
think that's what it
That's
is,
right.
but I
That
don't
has
know.
to be what it is. Okay, there. I pasted it. I put it in the private chat.
Thank you. Yeah, I got it as soon as
All
you
right.
said that. That
Kitty
was what I
Boy is
needed.
narrating.
Okay, Annie's narrating this one. All right. Let me just see how big I can make this.
Okay, everyone grab a scientist.
Oh, there's a lot going on here. Oh, there's 4 of them.
Oh boy.
Oh, there's 4
All
of
right.
All
us.
Who
right.
wants scientist 1?
I will be scientist 3.
Okay.
I'll be scientist 4, assuming they have the least.
All right, I'll be scientist 2.
I said your indecision has led
didn't
you to
sign
the
up for
top of
this.
the list. Next
Okay,
time,
so
choose.
Annie,
I
Annie,
feel
you
the
are
pressure.
narrator.
I feel too much pressure, y'all.
Oh, wait, so,
Annie or
okay,
Kitty
Annie's
Boy.
narrating.
Either
Okay.
way.
Okay, it's me.
As the power goes out and communications cease, the 4 scientists are left in darkness, uncertain about what to do next. Each of them has their own ideas about what they should do, leading to a heated argument.
We need to find a way to get the power back on, and fast. We can't survive in these conditions for long without it.
But how are we supposed to do that? The power grid is down, and we don't have any backup generators. We need to conserve our resources and figure out how to survive without power.
I agree with scientists too. We need to prioritize our survival needs like food, water, and warmth. We can worry about fixing the power later.
But if we don't have power...
It's David! David!
we can't conduct our research. We need to find a way to get back online, or we'll lose valuable data.
He's the mole.
The argument goes back and
Definitely, yeah.
forth, which with each scientist
Sorry,
Advocating.
It went to the top. I'm sorry.
advocating
I'm
for
sorry.
their own I can't read behind. There's a box that I can't
Oh,
make
I'm
go
sorry.
away.
I'm sorry. Here, there.
For their own priorities. But fucking...
Hang on. Let me-
No.
Does that help? The box like
Everyone
went lower.
stop moving it.
Moving it.
It's so hard for me to find it
Oh, I'm
once
sorry,
you
I'm
move
sorry,
it. Okay,
I'm sorry,
The
I'm
argument goes back. Thank you for highlighting it. The argument goes back and forth, with each scientist advocating for their own priorities. But as they talk, they begin to realize that they're all right in their own way.
What?
Okay. I'm going to be the sensible one here and not sound like an idiot. We need to get the power back on eventually. But maybe we can conserve our resources for now and focus on our immediate needs. We can ration our food and water and find ways to stay warm without using too much energy.
That's a good point. We can also try to find any other sources of power or heat in the lab, like backup batteries or fuel for the furnace.
And we should keep in mind that we might be stuck here for a while. We need to figure out a long-term plan for survival, not just for a short-term fix.
Right. But we also need to think about how we can continue our research without power. Maybe we can use manual instruments
Oh, Lord.
or find other ways to collect data. As the group continues to discuss their options, they start to come up with a plan that incorporates everyone's priorities. They ration their resources, search for backup, what is that, plans?
Power sources.
Power sources, and find ways to continue their research without electricity. They also start to prepare for the possibility of being stuck in the lab for an extended period of time, gathering supplies and making plans for long-term survival. Despite the initial argument, the scientists realize that working together and combining their expertise is the key to their survival. And they wait for help to arrive. As they wait for help to arrive, they focus on staying alive and continuing their research, confident that they can overcome any obstacle as long as they work together.
What?
It helps that it's a melting
We're not
pot
too
of
big
culture.
and we're not too tough, but when we work together, we got the right stuff.
What
Go
is this?
Wonder Pets! Yay!
I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be stuck here
this-
with David. He's creepy.
Is this propaganda or something? I don't understand. Like
Yeah,
that was it.
ChatGPT has become very moral,
Like it's not
like,
edgy at all.
stiltedly moralistic.
Well, there's definitely been specific viewpoints that have been fed into it. If you haven't seen some of the stuff, it's scary.
Whoa! So they ruined it.
Yeah, it's ruined. It's
Look
ruined.
at this. This is
ChatGPT
like
is lame.
what?
right.
I feel like
Well-
the Terminator one from a while back was better.
Oh,
than
hang
this.
on. Let's relive the.
I feel like there should be
I wanna sing a
ChatGPT for
song
adults.
about-
You could get different ratings,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, there will be.
That was our
There will be.
ChatGPT.
Yeah,
game.
Facebook, you just said, I didn't realize this was going to be an after-school special.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you get. You should have said edgy in it. Just an edgy argument.
Wait,
Oh,
what's
because
this?
This is
The Muppet Terminator
this is the
movie.
Muppet Terminator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's still here. I still have it.
Oh
that's
wow.
amazing.
That was pathetic.
I think we need a sequel to this one.
No,
for
let's
next time.
not. No sequel
All
for
right.
that one.
Well, I think that'll do it for our Soundbooth Theater Live for tonight. Everyone's ready to go home. It was a
Half
it was
of
a
you
fun
already did.
episode. Half of you already did. But thank you guys for everyone who stuck around. Hey, and for everyone who was here for a little bit. That's fine
yeah.
too. Glad
Thank
to
you,
have
thank
had
you.
you guys. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us. And yeah, next one. Remember, we have James Osiris Baldwin as a guest, the author of Alchemy Online. We have Justin Thomas James will be joining us. Annie, you're going to be here next time?
I think so, yeah.
All right, Annie will be here. We'll be interviewing James. And
Yes.
we'll be, for the cinema segment, we are going to post something on Facebook,
Yes.
a poll, to see what we should watch. But we need to know soon, so there's going to be like a Friday night deadline.
Yep.